you the best only on your radio. Coda Radio. Uncle Bright is live in charge.
Or Russia. So these are factors. Say, wait, my one says the only thing you do is say, maybe a fuel price are forcing to be blaming government. Now, every bit is fuel prices. You bit say government bit who we are. The truth is that government cannot do anything about it at the moment. As of now, we are doing fuel price is selling at $13.
I see.
And it is so expensive.
George, I'm saying last week, na economy them say I be kakra, I'm an announcer kakra, a limpo. Now, when it comes to economic matters, Sadia, Anna, you will be why Shadan ye well vesa, Mona, we Mabi Mukakra. Now, me pacho, a tearful Nipa Minikase, or economist, or friend George, and Boasiako. He's an economist and then he's also business development consultant and also an entrepreneur. So come, Sanu media ban Sadia, I'm so no. You between an African Comona, Aquin, a Chirikakra. Oceana, he's a very young guy, very learned, or Padusian, so par debut. I hope say very soon, or Babon PhD, Nafi, Wakano, or knowledge no crime. A so crano PhD, Nafi, you say, maybe I wouldn't do. George, Vice President Kasa last week. Now, before then, no, Nipa Bibri, economy say, CD say, dollar say, na Yunhu baby, Omra no Kasa. Last week, Yami in charge of buy no Kasai. Or Kasa Vieno, I'm saying Nipa Bibri so a boo. Opposition can one day, Nipa be individuals been so can one day, lectures be can one day. Ubia 1 year, or Fefi, any baby, or the Fina or the Ba. Now, also, economy ni adin economic ni adin what ya sinintino ese onsi ye no atwetwe komo na afi yehu ba bi efiba me pa che utie vice president Baumia utie ne public lectures na bibi na obeka na utie kakrade
we dey medals na Michelle say for I think ye tie na science so I kind of various commentary I work on it.
Oh okay
because we are on top of the issues.
Oh I see. So far, in some local kind of what tas and kakra now the tougher party then. Local kind of my highlight to bring be say highlights. I don't know, then I'll become.
I think I did have the Vice President Oyema make us a so any one in the lecture and he said now he was trying to explain to the people of Ghana situation na woman the costs no and some of the economic effects thereby any government intervention or yet to deal with this situation and he most of the issues are not very complex. It only took somebody who understands the elements of economics, the element of macroeconomics to know, say, because some of us now we have been saying, the various government communicators, they were not communicating right about the economic figures, situation in a womb, and if they are not able to communicate well, it means that blame will not back up before direct. Meanwhile, most of these things, are not self-inflicted. If I'm saying not self-inflicted, it means the challenge is there.
George.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Brofuna, ya do sia simpin. Nti wo de fafrafra na mum. Na o try. Meti on kada Mr. Brofuna ya do sia simpin no.
You never show myself.
You are listening live to Uncle Bright on Coda Radio.
Spokespersons, yeah, na emuna ho papa nti ema ordinary Ghanaian no. And the only thing about is we blame government. Okay. For instance, dating back from 2017 to 2019, Ghana performance was so well. Said we were doing about 7% performance. That is GDP growth. We're doing excellent.
We bring you the best only on your radio. Coda Radio. Uncle Bright is live in charge.
At the time, within that period, government was forced to add additional 12 billion Ghana cedis expenditure, and then at the same time you are losing expecting about 15 billion as revenue. And see, the blow on government was so high. So, but at that time, some of the expenses that government any planning, you need to make sure say we for those plans and those expenses. All those things in here are there. You can't avoid them. Now, no. In 2021, Ghana was in the recovery stage. Ghana was recovering. Okay, various indicators, everything shows saying 2021. Now, time it was a take-off time. Then another European war has also set in, and Osha Ghana, whether we like it or not, the economy is dependent on some element of the foreign influence. For instance, Osha country like Ukraine and Russia or more common top, it's not even in Africa. But the impact on the global economy, yet me avoid it because the vice president stated say about 30% of the imports is either tied to either Ukraine or Russia. So these are factors. Say we one the only thing you do is say maybe a fuel price are costing to be blaming government. Now every bit is fuel prices. You bit say government bit who be Ghana. The truth is that government cannot do anything about it at the moment. As of now, we are doing fuel price is selling at $13.
I see.
And it is so expensive. So that $13, but per liter price. I think Ghana is even less than $2 per liter. Or they compare to other countries, the US money, they are doing about 2.8, 2.5. All these things,
but what more advanced countries, one price is higher than Ghana. How do we? Is it the case? The government subsidizing and answer them because we are not as rich as they are. Now, if it is being sold at $3, you $2. What has accounted for that?
For Europe, they are not afraid of taxing the people. So, or the taxes are there, they know say they can push in that shock of taxes. But any little tax regime be able to who are pricing ever. And for them, they are able to add certain elements on their prices. It doesn't affect the ordinary people so much. But I know as a government, you can't share citizens what are these certain elements of cost on petroleum. Ghana, Ubeka say a net exporter of petroleum. But the truth is that we don't also determine even the prices. Besides that, we interest. Sorry, royalties from the petroleum exported. Any small components as a country, and we don't even benefit so much from the oil revenue. Say it's when determines okay, we go to oil, even the oil that we produce, first of all, we don't even have a refinery, because it's a raw state. I think so. Consumption, quantity per consuming, the produce will happen even for 1 month. And it means to say now government is doing so well, so which means at least I'm maintaining prices of fuel. There are places that even the fact that say their prices are costing shortage class now. Ghana has not recorded any petroleum shortage. I think it's one thing I even afford the government because prices in cost there are countries who even record shortages of fuel. Ghana is not recording that. So it means that I think something is working right for Ghana in terms of economic management. But like I said, it all boils down to communication and say it much as I said, these and these are the issues. Because now the fundamental issues one, fuel prices, and it's not caused by government. And then at the government as at this time, the exchange rate depreciation and the depreciation of the Ghanaian cedi. About 2 weeks ago, I was saying, yes, city not depreciation, self-inflicted by Ghanaians, because one of the things that exchange, I said, yes, it's not depreciating. One was that of speculation. Now you're speculating too much. So because of speculation, people were recording the dollar Ghana was and I think that the Bank of Ghana did something that it was very remarkable, and it's the increase of policy rate, because at the point now people could buy dollar or with loan at the dollar who was still when your profit. But now policy rate are increasing, so there's no incentive to even go and borrow and buy dollars or body. And all those interventions, I believe, say these are some of the economic management interventions that government able to in place just to ensure say it me defeat these challenges. From even 2019 up to now, okay, the various projects are government about 118 projects and a government. Most of them are just social interventions. Most of them are not even economic interventions, but social interventions, just to make sure that the Ghanaian people know your life are better. So for me, I think on the part of the vice president, you know, what he did has actually calmed the situation so well, because now, you know, speculation not perform in terms of depreciation of the city. Speculation not perform. Now you can see say the city is appreciating a little bit, and these are very good indicators for the country.
In some way, can be and it has been partner Emma. Yes, we know say the vice president made some admissions of Sahara Noma Ekosuno. He made some admissions of the hardship. Any other? He said in several Bekan, is it part of the political rhetoric in our tie-in? And I say, no, in Sacramento, but what can she? When the dollar rose, I remember say about 2-3 weeks ago, and the dollar was being sold at 8.40. That is 8 cedis 40 pesos. Now, the check can pay now as low as 7 cedis 11 pesos per graphic report. So it means that it's coming down drastically. And a two, when says why you want to year, a special Bank of Ghana, you get said dollar could be to me about 5. Is that correct? Now, if that is the case, yes, if that is the case, I'm a person in 7 of the kind, are we going to see some results? And I said, no, I'm beginning some cry. And I said, point is not the buyer. We be to me from Maba. I have a Ghana for.
Now, go down to any kind, even to me, like I said, the fact that even SARS statement now over here now has been able to deal with speculation and causing the appreciation of the depreciation of the city. Now, if we are recording this positive gains in terms of the city, now let's say there's hope for the country. You know, to say, you know, there's no much pressure on government spending. Because government, the expenditure, they have been able to cut down expenditure by 20%. Aside that, you know, government is also cutting down certain emoluments, and also it's going to save the government.
You are listening live to Uncle Bright
now,
on
no,
Coda
government
Radio.
is not forced to go and borrow. And it's a government is not forced to go and borrow. That means that now, no, a band with me, are absorbing due to the depreciation of the city. I said around from even below, even up to 5 6. Why? Because it's all about demand and supply of the dollar. So if now no government able to me and that fiscal space to generate additional dollars and they inject into the economy, then it means that a bit the growing and the high rate of appreciation of the city, because most of our import driven, it means that say the depreciation of our city. This because you're importing Yemen, and never be we importing Ghana. Truly, you are importing in dollar terms, and there we importing dollar terms. Then it means that the dollar not cost and Yemen also go back to and it's reflecting in almost all the things that we are selling in Ghana, including the petrol price. Now, we have petroleum price. They always say, saying a dollar be a 5 6, and you can see said petroleum here 9.1, 9.4. But now, because dollar is high, even if it's just about $3, not multiply by 9 cities, you see how much we are flying. And for me, I said now, no, the measures that government go in terms of cutting down expenditure and making sure so which will receive additional revenue. For instance, e-levy has come. Whether we like it or not, the bill has been passed from 1st of May. Government is going to get alternative source of revenue, and there will not be pressure on government spending. About that, it means that government will also not going to put pressure on the local currency because it gets additional money into the system. And for me, the any the various intervention of government, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, because now we are getting some fair stability in the system. So we need that stability, then there's that, like we would say, never be of course, government into the petroleum prices. Unless, of course, something changes in the global market, government cannot reduce the price of petroleum. Those are realities. As a people, we need to accept them. So, how government will be able to work on the depreciation of the city, which is the main deciding factor. Stability.
Me one question be me bisa one question. When it comes to a fixing of petroleum prices, I am more challenge kakra. Government no crap petrol be krumua we determine price. And I say OMCs no oil marketing companies and a crabber once you determine prices. I have a problem with that because acquire a buy, but what I know is I buy and crap petrol makrumua. Government doesn't import petrol. Individuals in a crap petrol no ba. OMCs so go account to go and so cry one day. But government as a government on credit say go for no which may determine price repair. They want for so better they are fine. The fixing of fuel prices. I think beyond a buy. Even it does not matter what goes on at the international market. Does government have that power and authority and the rule, and with that they need to determine how the prices are fixed? Can government do that? Network, anywhere, Papa. I think that is the problem. I'm saying Martin Sema or Orecano because when it comes to matters of the economy, or economist, he understands the issues better than probably some of us do. Now, senior economy, or for him and to him, I'm saying I remember what the other two when we say it is yielding results. If you see, especially the dollar. In fact, it was so scary to the extent that there was this journalist Okucha, now or a sports journalist or BBC. Na kwabredu mo efimu and new opportunity na host to focus on Africa or something. It's a program na kwabredu mo BBC TV no. President called London last week and Okucha or in Nigeria no new opportunity. And Okucha president didn't so interview. In fact, the picture that he was trying to paint, as if Ghana's economy is the worst in the whole world, based on what was happening. Meanwhile, I know it's in Nigeria, you need over 400 naira and send when you're $1. Ghana, the worst that it went to, a panic, 8 cities 40 pesos. 8 cities 40 pesos. Nigeria, you need over 400. And Sana, what you mean, Iowa. Meanwhile, with no opportunity, what's president anymore? Now, Akwa Bibi said, because economy the worst than anybody could imagine. Not the president and command. So we thank God say economy nasan afarinta me prefra riba back.
We bring you the best only on your radio. Coda Radio. Uncle Pride is live in charge.
Now yen wrap up. Yeah, George.
Hello, Uncle Pride.
Yeah, I'm say yenya problem kakra yenya challenge kakra with the network no. I'm say yeah, let me be a question.
I'm back.
Okay. Let me be a question be simple. Let me be say when it comes to fixing of fuel prices where the can say
hello
George. Right. Yes. Now can be now question and be answer. When it comes to the fixing of fuel prices now, where the can say abuchi kra in advanced countries now. Unkra better off in terms of fuel and ukra bu yedinsin you handle $2, but I want to create $3. And no can na me pese or can be say when it comes to fixing of prices, the government cannot do anything about it because you may be a bank or you fear any. Then na me pese can be say when it comes to importation of oil and the selling of oil, OMCs what the deregulation about the OMCs no oil marketing companies one now that right or crack oil no whatever. Be a can government determine how much it should be sold on the market and then I'm person me bisa no asem network no so enim why papa no for now until say it comes our time is almost up 80 waba yeah George
hi
and but you feel with me can
okay
let me be say when it comes to fuel prices now fixing of fuel prices meaning say OMCs no oil marketing companies no one our right because of deregulation policy nearby anything. One worker oil and one determine the price for market based on how much they got it. What the can say Even Ghana oil is cheaper when compared to that of outside. And now any paying person but that comparison you see. But me person maybe so. What can government do when it comes to fixing of oil price? Because he doesn't have absolute control. He said first the government on the sika extra fuel not the aba. Now about a ton. You only say we are subsidize it. The ton is it. He said no. OMC individuals now cry but what also? You know, I don't know. Government say or don't be who be annoying you be no. I don't them part of it my own. And I'm person bisa.
When it comes to the pricing of the petroleum products now, and the situation will be better because now, no, say if you drive it to the pump here, you decide on which station or which OMC now private or product are free. The only thing that government, as at that time, you know, to me, and say if you are obey subsidize it, and as at now, government can still subsidize all car, but at the point where we have this fiscal deficit situation, it's not advisable for the government best subsidize so much. So recently, our government subsidized by 15 pesos. That 15 pesos was yet free price. She said now she said price for marginal. And for now, no, this situation here better than the government or what that's even absolute control. But the price is not it's just make us say a product of the global oil prices. And yes, OMC is not associate prices. It is just a translation of what is prevailing globally. And the government say if you are going above certain threshold, the government can intervene. But for now, there's that competition, and because of that competition, you know, if more price is lower than some of them. So what you know, so okay, this one is 9.1, we see 9.4. Which one do I want to buy? Now I thought the price in here, but all of them are operating around particular margin. You see, say none of the OMCs be annual. Our margin there's 1 city per liter. So it means that all of them, though they are profit making ventures, but because of the competition are created by the market forces, you know, all of them are revolving around the particular margin. We call above that because about that means that nobody will buy from you. And the idea, you know, government is not controlling the pricing, but there are certain benchmarks here. OMCs cannot go above them. But you see, it is not OMCs and associate price na money go ahead, but the global petroleum forces na there. Because they can say other countries like US, in some part of Europe, in some part of Africa, you see that Ghana your price is not so high, and you can always sell even as high as say the Yeton of Burkina, and as other places are more price in also see Ghana. For now, no. That liberal way of petroleum marketing, they are buoyant as a people because a more price is more competitive. And it's a government intervening now. Every business person, and patronize products. And set a price above a certain threshold that everyone put me back. And like I said, the main point is that all of them are revolving around a particular margin. That margin, none of them will go above that particular margin. And that notwithstanding, also because of competition, they are about with you know. Obia, I watch the other person. So you know, say, hey, so be stone at 9.4, now I come again 9.1. I say I can still make some profit. Why won't I sell it at 9.1? And me as an ordinary consumer, also make up company and I'm measure your autonomy 9.1. Yes, if you care about issues of quality and all those things, but I believe your standards GMPC other regulatory bodies regulate the quality of petroleum products.
We are having challenges with our network. Some 10 minutes now. I wanted to ask him finally say or sum up but we answer no kekana say them can be sanon one indicator say bibi fi maba na bibi fi maba nso yana eno na mebisa no yaw na sedi but the man na ti dem ya na I'm say since okasa matiti ria kama usually no when it comes to this thing, it becomes politics as usual. Ubia when yoka, ubia when adwene. Mode maso tutu fam no, then na moti se nkrofoka. And na wonso kasa no kanso, then na mutasi fi mu. Amofo se bitumi abo man. Ya o mesati afiwo. Zabansa, bacho 5 minutes. You have 5 minutes to. Yes, we need to wrap up.
You are listening live to Uncle Bright.
Thank you for the opportunity. Like he has said, he's explained why we have gotten to where we have now. And in terms of the petrol thing, the petrol cost of petrol, the government has done so well. There's very little that government can do in terms of the petrol prices. The little petrol that we have here, we consume more than what we are able to extract. And then we don't refine it. What we extract here is even refined outside and then brought back to us. So I will say we are doing well. We are doing well. It's left to us ourselves to look at the situation globally so that we can adjust ourselves. If we are not able to do that, we are just inviting problems for ourselves. If everybody gets up and then say, oh, things are high, things are expensive, petrol cost has gone up, and then we decide to patch the prices of things just like how we feel, without considering the effect to have on the economy, it will not be helping ourselves. This is the only country that we have. We have to have that nationalism, that feeling for each other. We have to have it, and in all our operations we have to have that feeling, otherwise we'll not get anywhere. When you look at the cost of petrol outside, like he said, $3 for a liter, for instance. Ours is not around there. Ours is not even $2 for a liter. If petrol is about, I think it's around 9 cedis now. If it is around 9 cedis now, then we are doing well. We are doing well. Government must be commended for the recent intervention that it has done. For instance, in arresting the falling ceiling by injection of is it $2 billion or 2 billion cedis?
Dollars.
By the
$2 billion.
$2 billion. Yes, government has done well. Government is claiming that it didn't go for this money from anywhere, but it's just been able to mobilize this money from internal mobilization. I think government must be commended. I think government must be commended.
Yo.
Jedu.
Teu na afiyem fanku.
Yo. Mechie tiefo ni ahwefo a anapa wiemu yi worhwe Koda Radio. Yenga ne betimi ama nipa bi atenema bi ase wo man mu. Koda Radio akoye kukurumuti a usano ho a wuntimi mmopo. Papa ne nsɛm na ɔkeka no kyerɛ sɛ amamuno na nado dan kwa kufuado ɔne ne mpanifo no wonim ne aworeyɛ isa sɛ Ghana ha yɛnsa live baabia ɛntɔ petrol country kuta the strongest
ɔman ne mu ayɛdengde
oh sɛ obi wɔ hɔ a osua wasa ɔbɛkyia ne pa
ɔman ne mu ayɛdengde
on Monday say niya kasi mu ya dengi obi wigare na obi nsu di fufuri abankwan nti ende be ya dia mu bi enye de mu bi yeri sun obi wo shopping mall sisia already go akofie obi nsu ntimi mentani mpo ntimi ntutumi na wadi nti ende sana obekana ne nso ye won chichemu ho
na shopping wa Zimbabwe kura won economy ye kura se na mafusira ho shopping
e bia na on tradition so what the shopping mall odi ye tradition tin Ghana won so bi wo shopping mall na ti se odi ye brother MPC ni kontum
ase shopping mall kura 100 cities kura otumi wura ho
me sha ho da me kontum re na brother na odi titu minti
onko shopping mall
nko ye hwe wo
na shopping mall so say
unya tawo bi na de guara onko shopping mall kota
ma mo bi de man atade sanga ben me sin shopping mall so my traditional mind ka ho na me shen na makudi enti sania uhunu bia na me hunu sa
sem kura kameni
sania uhunu bia yesa na me hunu country kuta the strongest currency of Africa mpo na ma maybe nano dem so nya ko beton lord na weden 192 film
country beni
Tunisia mama nano dem nya ko beton lord na free nanka 192 film ka odi akwadwuma eso Ghana ha binti ntisae ama fufu gra manfo di won bevili na wototo Bugatti ni ane so
wototenem
some Bugatti sauta wa hangro dem wonya set
be sempre bisa so se Bugatti ni ma ko tese ni chilenche ya mo friend
a friend o when you nyam sing free bia
Bugatti
you
wow
papa nti se what me di wa na what Bugatti o mema no man muti ngasa mu yedin sa sania amafo
wow
you
ni papa ko e bi nkoto Bugatti na je se se Mugabe o se Bugatti na je se o man mu adu
ni o to Bugatti no se sika de to Bugatti oni hu mo ho be yanum a orento
Bugatti ni ba ko yan
na boye de papa ni boot create me to Rolls-Royce ni boot
Bugatti ni
boot to Rolls-Royce you
ko je se Bugatti mo tombe 2.5 million dollars
na boye de papa
to me factory
you mean factory an hwasa na waka na factory obi a oye door locks no obi a oye door mat e factory ara sika hi na uti so be use
and the business it is factory
bebre
man can alcoholic beverage factory no akọ in Quintan
o se na factory be a factory o ko me kurase a du jeto a wonu apeti so ho factory ara so o ko betia senso a wachi ugari ho nso factory ara
tina kesi bituma factory ko enim
bebre enso
o dia photo Bugatti
that's right sanse o nyina so ene ne obetimi di nisika aye na waye nso na amanga emu ya den Zimbabwe wintimi nkoto Rolls-Royce sa ene Bugatti ni adisa interest o hwa amamuna na do dan Kufuado oni nua kuma baumia na je se o chichira de ni yi o chichira ni yi Patrice won ato so kakra what we see is that we
bring you the best only on your radio. 15 radio. Uncle Pride is live in charge.
Ni finance minister be kan no.
Oh, na say still leader so kosura na nko suru bi.
Oh, say what so there na what so say CD apemo hoy we zuka preba one friend apem bi. What is it?
O friend den.
O say so ato untim bodi say apem.
Wow.
You sanity.
Say apem we zuka preba.
One friend apem bi.
Over friending.
Says what?
Yes, it was a woody.
Then you yam so on your pin view. Sana membu ya kwa ile petrol unsemi say want to so then want to so. Then when Ghana hano the BBI politics and the opposition ni je kura say o manum ayedin. Na wetimi sanity no the campaign. Then so ade a say mu yedin a ono oil politician.
Would you hurisia say a hurisi woody si woody. Esan se obi anso bo position ase sa okoro na nso se obi
sara pepe nti me mpre America say we opposition leader na sabe utua waka na me wontua meka na wo sa twa ho beka so men mu ayedin ha na wo ya yin atwem
ase adwuma no enu utua neka
we are you na so utua waka na wo twa ho beka say o men mu ayedin dia na wo ne farasi funu ya ba
na utua waka enu jeze no utua waka no man mu yedin enu enti so waka
ye na meka say si ameka
say workers government do some government payroll so nyina utua waka
ni wi aso no bia we status what I say bia we status me bia anope gobe na medi
meba
manumsu mamen
obi fim mambo me won say metafa trotro pa
papa
for a reason na mambo kan na nka me kwa sori a da me fa trotro between the 5 cities if you are be sing basek ma kwa sori enu na me check no na 8 cities akwa 10 cities
okay
I'm the track em kwe ti in and out anyi kura message 20
okay
o matre you spend the same amount on them
you
yere we spend the same amount on them ti mo kono kwe ano we spend be 60 cities ibi amonkwe awo
you
50 cities de be ko pe ni ameken de obi aka mo fram ebiesa
you
wankasa mufre bi san obi an we banan wankasa kan be nu say E60 ni na be E60 pesos
sanity
multiply by 5 then nkuya no about 50 cities
no more
o bansu ya 50
sir
here I 100
good
na me pache o ministry obi adwuma wo o di 1000 anu kura wa kwere ni mo kura masters
you
o di 1600 1008 you nga santi take home you know be about 1400 I said me fan say me na me adwuma wo na me di say scan anu kura ma ko beni mu by any that be na me waka waka so dia me tofu and so dia me toro more let's spend more than that ti me kwa sorry in and out fu no nko be 120 150 me yakọ ti 1 month na nko ya kaka boy 600 what we for me 1400 no say 1500 na ken aka me 900 sa mo frɛ bi sin a won si fifi a otumi di bodom pemu na afi won edidi every day wo school won edidi obia no so ansa na wo school ntini wo be ma on ya wo de ma wo na wo ya wo singa chop money dia to table so a wo de be nu ya wo ban so ya ngasa bidi obia kasa no wo ma me na kasa no upkeep enu so kam nti me bi so we are sa calculations yin na wi a we a wo hwa etini den
aje dunia se so ni pe biara hu ni se mre wo ekonomi sa si de numa asem na wo kan enye nra asem na wo kan
na nsia se
good me se enye nra na nra ne ne enye pe ena nne ne wo kina so ere enye pe da nti wi ase de sa netini ekonomi wode ya ubunkunte ya ensi a wa ya ensi esi wa hu bi mere du kusika wode pato pepa na nim fifiri
obi den
mere du kusika
na mere du ku na ne ya den
handkerchief
mere ni duku
handkerchief sika wode to na wode pepa fifiri wona
mere du ku na em just say mere duku anase
sa na ofrene ku apem sa na frene mere du ku you
I see tikasa
enti akoye mere duku sika bia ode to de paper na nim fifiri ene wo nkonta ya wo budi tententen a enkwa wi what I say
na si amani
good enti sa na wi asenete nra ne enye pepepe wi asere kwere nim dan sakrai beden ebebe mara yere ntimi nkoye chi biu se mra na ye we kurase a ye to translate 10 pesos ne entonsu 10 pesos translate ko agona so edu yekodigu a ho mrante ibidi bronya 10 pesos nenti sabio emriko nanim nti ekonanim na nyema besesara
na nyema na esesa Ghana nkwa na esesa anase baby esesa
so kan sa bro friend na what can was I mean pastor me can bro for man could school papenti what's a global crisis say global crisis there any cross board a cat across baby ya
meba
with you
ya politics wa me pesa me politics
o ben politics on
sana ti say kwani because ko bo bi din pe politics
yan kwese menya ho safia ma
as president safin di ese unye bi
yo
as president John Dramani Mahama
yo
onso ne ho kire ne sa onso say global crisis na muje to mo say global crisis ana
oh global crisis no said yan papa e be gina free so a obu ne nkunta no kire se ne wiase sekọ Russia ne Ukraine to kwa ne COVID in the baby woni ande na COVID eba former president Mahama Breswa anka maybe kura nka ya ton chance wo se yare kan kokose shi ma ni timu tutu no se boko akware bi anka we sie na dada what I say amambu he sebe adwene ni nyansa ni nimdie ene wodibu wo sa hen so te wo mpani ma bi nyira nti ade no sankoto sabi onyansa ne bi konsoa na ntakrabua wonyina ugu fam inti obetimi aka said they didn't make global crisis since me kai miribia na yedesumu urfifi edwuma makofia na wafra yere bisanze light wo on aso light eno ina sa pesinko eno se global crisis ni biara okay we dey emphasize inti amamuno ekonanim better than danko kufuado on ninu yakuma alaji baumia senchirichiri mu obema no ama niema bi ani ada ho nipa bi wana wonim ama nipa bi entiase SCP.
You are listening live to Uncle Bright on Koda Radio.
Ya wore candidate
say ejede wa mbeka nso asanka wo so wonim wa mbeka ka wonim say covid a play role or crisis ayi wo mu
covid ndem pa na enyo yare na ba
yare na ba
no yare be nyo ho na yare na kosa keke
na yare no wo say me bi ba ya na wo se me ntiola we
na za ne no kware
ibisao
ne no kware so kan ba ne no kware
na wona wo bu nsu firi ni nso e
na se mi nsu mi to su
mi bu bi firi
mi me mu bi
en na wo fiora ntim ya dem papa
ne nti na den mi e ho nsu bi ama ho
aha en na wa pepe papa nti ne bi nsu ma ne wo ba bi e ho hedi ye nya nsu bu nsu firi na e da kan ya nsu firi
mpefo bu bebi wo se ni adai kosi ya ne pitru enti em se yeri bisia o kire nyame yadoma ye besan ahia bio ya wasare mote na no kuapini ba mutiri kirikiri misa sedi bansa medamo nyina ase technician oduro sian Francis ye da mo nyina ase na we Collins na Emmanuel mo nyina so mo hyechi a mo so mo buabua mo am wo ha nyina mentua mo mudi me da mo nyina ase nyame yadoma ye besan hia bio o kina din a wo de frame ya Bright edu o kire obetumi afrem Uncle Bright bye bye.